All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. In this one, I wanted to quickly go over some of the injury updates as well as some of the roster news for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh just got done meeting with the media like 30, 40 minutes ago here and gave the fans a little bit more clarity, but it's not like we have every answer in the world. There's still some question marks out there. So let's start with Jordan Whitehead. Obviously didn't practice earlier on in the week, but practiced yesterday. He was limited in practice, dealing with an ankle injury. The initial belief is that he is going to be out this Sunday's game, and he's dealing kind of with a week-to-week injury. Well, Saleh said that he's going to give it a go on Sunday, which is a lot better news than he's definitely out and he might miss the following week. Okay, because, I mean, look, Jordan Whitehead brought him in on the multi-year deal. I think Whitehead not only just means a lot to this Jets defense, just, physically on the defense, but also mentally as well, instilling the culture, everything like that. A Super Bowl champion. I know we talk about Joe Flacco winning the Super Bowl champion or the Super Bowl championship, but Jordan Whitehead, I mean, man, all those years practicing with Tom Brady, all those wins, Todd Bowles put a lot of responsibility on him on the back end of the defense, and I'm really, really glad that the Jets managed to sign Whitehead. Moving on to CJ Uzomah, who's dealing with a hamstring injury, and Braden Mann. Both of those players are going to be game time decisions. So, I mean, the CJ Uzomah stuff kind of came out of nowhere. I don't really remember hearing or seeing anything about it during the Ravens game at all. And then obviously the Jets did bring in another punter, Ty Long, from a former Charger, former member of the CFL as well, this week. So it seems like the Jets kind of have a place at punter if Braden Mann can't go. But Uzomah, obviously the Jets are pretty deep at that position with Rutgers and Conklin. But the whole Uzomah injury, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it went over my head. I don't know. It just, to me at least, came out of nowhere. And then Michael Carter, that's another interesting player here because I remember he made a really nice play in the Raven game, and then he popped up and he was holding his back and came off the field, and I'm like, what's happening here? Not only because Michael Carter's just a good young player and he's holding his back out of all things, but the Jets also didn't have a backup cornerback backup slot cornerback at that time. A couple of roster moves that the Jets made. They signed Jimmy Moreland, former Washington Commander, spent a couple years there, young player, former member of James Madison, really productive. And I remember when the Jets initially picked him up, I got a lot of messages and everything like that from Washington fans saying, hey man, we don't know why he didn't make the cut with us. We wanted to keep him back. He was kind of a fan favorite. So the Jets added him to the practice squad. So if something comes up with Michael Carter again, because it does look like Carter's going to be fine, but if, in the event that something comes up, Moreland can obviously step in. And then Will Parks was signed off of the practice squad. So he's technically a member of the active roster right now, which isn't necessarily a good sign for Whitehead and his health and his, availability on Sunday. But it seems like Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh, they wanted to get that insurance policy by adding Parks to the active roster just in case Whitehead can't play. But again, supposedly Jordan Whitehead is going to give it a go. So we'll see how it all plays out. Just a quick little video here. Again, a couple injuries, couple roster moves. Let me see here. Yeah, it's pretty much everything. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.